Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. I had shown you this hyper crap already. The connecting rod went through the block. The guy had ran into something here, as you can see, almost made a complete 90 on the blade. And it's got that funky Hyper Tough offset adapter type blade. So production date of this crapped out engine is 9th month, 18th day of 2019. And just looking at the engine number, looks like 08 Papa 5020152 Frank 1. Maybe, or maybe not. So just your standard E300 125cc. The tank calls it a 2019 emissions control compliant machine as well. So what I've done is snatched up this engine out of my good engines. I hope this doesn't have any issues. It's a 2013. The only difference was in shaft size. This shaft here was a little shorter, but that won't make a difference. You can just adjust the wheels. There's enough adjustments here to lower the deck because the blade is closer to the top of the deck. I'll show you. Here's the new blade. I scrounged up a spacer and another bolt. This adapter was already on the engine, so the other shaft length was something like that, a little bit longer. This is still going to do the job, and like I said, hopefully this thing starts, because it'll be a stinker if it doesn't. I put used oil in it just because there was some moisture in the crankcase. I want to run it for a couple minutes, pour out the old oil. That's going to take all the moisture with it. I moved the plug over from the dead engine and put it on this one. This had no plug in the head. What else? Clean the carb on this had a bunch of stale gas in the bowl. So hopefully this came off a rusty deck and I just stored it. The carb did need to be cleaned. The main jet was goobered up as well. So let's put the recoil on. Gas this turd. And give it a shot. Hopefully all this work I did just now is gonna pay off. And then I'm gonna call this dude. I'm thinking 50 for the used engine, 10 for the blade. I'm gonna tell him 60 bucks. And I'll keep this old E300 and use the carb and pull recoil on something else. Blade is unsalvageable, of course, and I wouldn't want it anyway. It's got that hyper crap offset design. Okay, let's fuel this, and I think we'll be ready to go. See, just had a guy come out today, and he bought a Toro smart stove for $160. Seemed pretty happy with that. Had another lady come out because she saw my ads for mowers, and all I had was one for $160 and $180. The standard pusher, the unit's kind of like a 3-year-old unit. I've had it for a while. Whoops, I'm leaking gas out of the breather. So she said, where's your 120 units? And I said, I don't have any, but I'll knock this one down from 160 to 120. And she didn't seem too happy with that. Um, she grabbed her phone and said, well, there's a machine on here for 50. I reached out to the guy. I said, that's a fantastic price. And it was another baby 20. I said, if it runs, you get it for 50. Fantastic. And so she said, well, I just have a small yard. I'm in a deed restricted community. They're not cutting the grass. And I just want something to do my small yard. I said, well, a 20-inch mower is all you need. You don't need a self-propelled. You don't need a bag. A small 20 will work if you can get that one for 50. I said, do you have a gas can? And she just said, no, I don't have one. I'll get one. So I said, whether you take mine or not, I'll throw in a gas can for you. So I gave her a small 1-gallon can, and I told her to get rec fuel. She didn't know about non-ethanol rec fuel. So she said thanks for the can and left. And I said, I'm sure I'll still have this unit today. If you can't get that $50 unit, I'll have the machine for you. Nobody's messaged me on it, so we'll see what happens with her. It looked like the picture she showed me uh, looked like they were moving. There was a bunch of moving boxes in the background, so I don't know if they're moving into a condo. They don't need the mower anymore, what the story is. But I just prime this, cross your fingers, this turd starts, and I can call this guy. It's going to kick up some dirt. Okay, so we don't have anything yet. I'm going to put it on the drive. So I'm not shooting a bunch of sand around. Okay, it felt like it had compression when I was messing with the flywheel. Let's prime it again. We know we put fuel in it. We got half a tank. So let's pull on this thing. Almost. I'm going to happy juice it. The engine seems a little weird as far as compression wise. We may need a valve adjustment. I should get my compression gauge. It just seems a little wonky. I think we got something going on. Valves may be out of adjustment. Has a little bit of a back spin to it. Okay, I cleaned the carb. Why isn't this starting? The primer bulb looks a little worn out. I may move this backing plate off and grab the newer backing plate off the E300. We may not be priming since it started with a shot of juice. Oh boy, it's never easy. If I juice it again, it starts. I'm going to try the backing plate. And then if we don't get anything, I'll remove the carb. So I don't think that's going to make a difference, because it should have kept running on its own once we got it started. The carb should have taken over and continued to run. But what the heck, I'm going to try it anyway, just for shits and giggles. So let me start removing this one off camera. I was looking for a pull and go. What I could do is put this carb on there if it really gives me a problem, because we know it was running when he struck the boulder. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had the rod through the block. So I'll do that real quick so I don't keep you guys. You guys are busy. I'm going to see if this is the issue. And if it doesn't do anything, I'll just switch out carbs. I'm not sure that engine size on the junkyard engine, but it's got the short shaft on it. So it probably went to a smaller unit, not a 550E 22-inch cut machine. Okay, we got that off. Let's come over here. And remove this one. So what do you think? 60 bucks. I forgot to tighten one of these here, but I don't think that would have made a difference. One of the sheet metal screws. That stinks that carb clean didn't work. I wonder if I have to drill out the jet. I kind of cleaned the jet out. It was goobered. We'll throw the newer backing plate on. Okay. What I found on these big priming bulb systems, after a while the white ring that holds the bulb in, that becomes distorted and warped. You can see the primer bulbs offset a little bit. You try to push these back in with a screwdriver, the white ring, and they end up drying up and getting deformed, and then you don't have a tight seal. You can buy these. There's 2 clips. You can unclip these and replace the big primers. Okay, let's start cooking with fire. Let me put the sheet metal screws in first. Forward would work a lot better. Okay, time for the sheet metals. I think I'm wasting my time with the new bulb. I think it's going to be a carb issue, not just the primer bulb. Okay. Sounds squishy. I'm just going to switch out carbs, put the newer carburetor on it. Okay, big floppy flop on this machine, the Hyper crap. So let me snatch the carb off of this. We're nearly ready to take it off. Well, hell, let's keep going. It'll only take me a couple minutes. Let me put you back up here. We'll do it. We're going to do it to it, crew it. So hang on. Hang on to your shorts, because we're going to plow. We're going to plow 300 acres of ethanol, soybeans, corn. Okay, this carb's off. Grab my O-ring, the spacer, put that on. I'm not even going to clean this new carb since he ran over the boulder recently. The fuel is probably in good shape. I'm not going to mess with taking this apart all the way. Let's remove the recoil. Put that to the side. Reverse order. Okay. Yeah, you guys have commented, why don't I work on a bench? Well, I'm a shade tree mechanic. What I have is the tailgate, and I got crap on the tailgate. My hydraulic lift table's nearby, and that's got crap on it, so too much crap. Okay. Thought I did a good job on this. Maybe the main jet needed to be bored out more. We got something else clogging it up. Okay. Making a mess. Okay, put the crappy one aside. Throw the new one in place. Looks beautiful. I see no reason why this thing should not start for us. Okay. Making a gas mess. Of course I am. Small, uncontrollable fires are a mainstay at Tommy time. Today will be no different. But I do have an ABC fire extinguisher nearby. If this thing decides to self-ignite. Okay. We'll really be cooking with fire. Okay. Switch gears. Where's my sheet metals? I got one sheet metal. Okay, I got two sheet metals. Okay, linkage is on. 4 bolts are on. Gas is on. Time for the recoil. We're going to pull and go. This thing's going to run like a champ. Hopefully. And I'll degrease the grass flap here. We had some oil leaking in various locations. I went ahead and oiled up the recoil spring. Okay, sounds squishy. Okay, exhaust is smoky. It's filling my yard, my neighbor's yard, the neighborhood with smoke. So I'm not worried about that. This thing's been turned on its side upside down when I painted the block. I did have this on the tailgate and was cleaning it up. So this is going to burn off. Like I said, I'm going to degrease it, put a new air filter on it, and call this guy and tell him it's ready to go. Maybe do a little Lawrence Carroll here on the deck. It's just got some grime on it and a little Lawrence Carroll up here on the plastics. Anyway, so that worked out. I got to change the oil too. Like I said, I just put oil in it to get rid of the moisture, used oil. Now that it ran and warmed up for a minute or so, I'm going to drain off the oil. I just wanted to get that moisture out. So we're coming along with this, not too much more, and this Hyper crap is ready to go out the door. Not a huge money maker. None of my repairs are. My real money makers is with the $10 scrapper units that I'm selling for $150 and $160. That's where it's all at. This repair crap is just to keep people moving down the road so they don't have to go to Home Depot and get another outrageously priced machine. Anyway, tip your waitress and wait staff with that extra money. They really appreciate it. Have a good day today. Thanks for coming out. Had some luck with this finally. Don't know why that car backed it up. I cleaned it. Maybe I missed something. But the newer carb really made a difference, and we had success. Anyway, thanks for checking this out with me. Have a good day today.